Yes, welcome back to the Mad Talk Sports. I hope you're doing well. I hope you have an amazing weekend. We are going to be looking at the games that happened today, and we can start with the Leicester City and Crystal Palace. Now, this Crystal Palace was hosting Leicester today. This was the early kickoff, my time, and this game was a game of two halves. The first half was Leicester City. The second half was Crystal Palace. All right, let's kick it. Let's get to it. This game started well for Leicester. The first half, they dominated the ball. At the 31st minute, the Leicester City defender was playing around with the ball. And in this half, when Kelechi Iheanacho stole the ball and straight up to the counter, and as soon as he stole the ball, he hit straight for the goal. And the keeper couldn't do nothing. He slid the ball in, making it 1-0 in this particular time. And the second goal came in by Jamie Vardy, and it was assisted by Harvey Barnes at the 37th minute. And this was just made it 2-0 in the first half. Crystal Palace were caught off guard. They played very well. It was just sad that they went 2 goals down. And in the first half, it feels like they were not fully ready. They're not ready for the game. So it was a little bit off for them. So they, in the first half, we all give it to Leicester City, who dominated that part and actually scored 2 goals in their favor. Second half started, I'm sure the Crystal Palace coach have given them his thought and everything, and they came in second half with a better mood. They started well, and it was quite nice to see Michael Olise. This is a name that you guys have to take note of. I think he must have a Nigerian parents or dad or something. So if you're a Nigerian coach, please look up this guy, man. It's very important. He plays very well. He plays number 7. He wears number 7 for Crystal Palace. I think he's going to be a promising player for Nigeria if we can get him to play for our country. So yeah, so he's a player you Nigerians look up to. I love his movement, the way he knows how to cross the ball. He's got this little bit of charisma. So why not? Let's hook him up before any other country was born or grew up in takes him away from us. So let's dive into second goal came by Jeffrey Slump, who came in the second half and scored a goal at the 72nd minute to make it a 2-2 draw in this particular game. So yeah, this was about it on this match, and it was quite impressive. I'm sure Leicester City coach has a little to worry about from going 2 goals up from first half and losing 2 goals back, considering 2 goals in the second half. So it must be something that he has to definitely work on, because that's not a way you get yourself to the top 4 for this season. Yeah, that's about it on Leicester City game. Let's move on to the next match. Yes. Welcome back again to the Mad Talk Sports, and we're going to be continuing with the games that happened today. Let's look into the other game that happened as well. We're going to be talking about the Tottenham Hotspur against Aston Villa. And this game was quite Tottenham. We all know they had a horrible game the last match, and they had to bounce back from this, and they started against Arsenal, and so it's a game they had to win for the coach integrity, and Aston Villa had to be the team to get it today. So this game started well for Tottenham. They started up front. The influential player Song was, this guy is amazing. He's a player that is always at any. He doesn't have a down moment. It's always on point. He's always fighting. He's always working for the team, trying to provide ball, win balls, run around. He's got the pace. He's got everything. He's an all-round player, in my opinion. So yeah, he was the one who passed the ball to Højbjerg, who shot the ball into the goal to make it a 1-0 at the 27th minute. And that was it on the first half. Second half started, and Oli Watkins was assisted by Matt Target the 67th minute to make it a 1-1 in this situation, and it was easy tapping for Oli Watkins, and this was a comeback for them. They kind of feel like, okay, they got a chance to salvage a point from this game, or maybe possibly win the game. But everything turns around at the 71st minute with a cross into the goal for Moura. Moura was heading towards the ball to hit the ball into the net, But too bad the Aston Villa defender got there before him and hit the ball and hit a home goal at the 71st minute. And it was also my target, the assist for the or the Watkins goal. He was the one who scored his own goal to make it a 2-1. This game ended up with a 2-1 in advantage for Tottenham in this situation. So Tottenham must be excited. I mean, if you're a fan, you should be excited because you guys are not able to move above Arsenal again and to put you guys in eighth place in the table for this particular game. Yeah, so that's about it on the Tottenham game. Let's look into the other games that we have for today. Well, while we're on it, let's just jump on West Ham against Brentford. Man, this team, Brentford, is a team this season that is shocking. It's a surprising team. They just came up and they are really, really exciting to watch. They are eager to win. They fight from the beginning of the minute to the last minute. They always striving to score and try to win the match. So we are as a team that if any club that they're going to be playing in the future has to be worried about, you need to have a look at them. They're not a walkover team, so never underestimate this team. So I hope Chelsea doesn't, But again, these guys, they came to make a statement, and they are making statements. So they won this game 2-1 at West Ham's home, and they started the game very well. The 20th minutes, Brian Umbuemo scored the first goal, and yeah, it was a beautiful goal by him. So he made it 1-0 in the first half. Second half started, and West Ham, Jarrod Bowen was able to slot in to make it a 1-1 in this particular time. Then at the 94th minute, towards the end of the game, like last minute on extra time, they were able to score a goal by Yohan Wissa, scored a goal to make it a 2-1. Added a few seconds to go in a particular time. So it's a good win for them. If you're a Brentford fan, I'm sure they're not a lot of them around, but I'm sure in their hometown they have quite a good amount of people who support them. So yeah, I mean this is a team that we won't have to look into. They're very exciting to watch. They thrive. They work as a team. They work as a unit. And also the manager too. I'll say kudos to him for bringing them to the getting permission to come to the Premier League. And he has been quite doing very well. They salvaged a few points and in this situation, and they're really doing okay for the standards. And they're in 7th position in the table for a team that just came out from just got promoted, and now in 7th position in the table. So it tells you that they're not here to joke. They are here to make a statement and stay up. So yeah, kudos to them in this particular game. So that's about it on this situation in this game. Let's move on to the next game. Let's see what other games we have coming up. Yes. Welcome back to the Mad Talk Sports. Now, this is the last game for the day. The biggest game was, I think they saved the best for last before the international break that kicks off from tomorrow. So yeah, this game was Liverpool and Manchester City. Man, before the game started, we all know it's going to be exciting. It's going to be a lot of flair. It's going to be a lot of techniques and everything in this particular game. So, man, this game was smashed up. And, well, Liverpool started well on front foot. They impressed City. They were really doing well in the first half. A lot of press against City. Then again, swish. City started pressing Liverpool. Because I was thinking Liverpool's going to win this game because due to the history between the two clubs and Klopp against Pep, he has more wins against him. If you have to compare both of them head to head, so I was expecting Liverpool to win this game. But I was also hoping for a draw. I'm a Chelsea fan. You know what it is. We have to wait. We can't wish our rivals well in a league that's so competitive as well. So yeah, so this game was really good. First half, City had a lot of chances to put in a goal. The good save by the Liverpool keeper. Alisson, he was outstanding today. He saved the ball and kept them in the first half. 0-0 was in this particular game because he was just outstanding, making sure on those few misses by City players could not make a good finishing in this particular situation. So the first half ended with a 0-0, and the second half started I think Klopp, even in the game, he was telling his players, "Be brave, be brave, be brave." You know, because you kind of look at they kind of got scared of the City players. That's why City was able to press them for as well for the first half. The second half they started with more on a better foot. City also was still pressing a good amount, but as soon as Liverpool get a chance, Salah passed the ball to Mane. He slid the ball into the goal at the 59th minute to make it a 1-0 in this situation. City came back up. City started chasing to equalize as well. At the 69th minute, Phil Foden scored a goal, which was assisted by Gabriel Jesus to make it a 1-1 in the situation. So the game, it was just back to back. It was just really good. Exciting to watch. There's no time to rest. If you close your eye for a second, you're going to miss an action. It was really, it's a good game of football. It's a game that you want to watch. If you got the time, if you didn't watch it, go look at the highlights. It's just exciting to watch. So yeah, I watched the game. I really enjoyed the game. So I don't know about you, but hey, it's something exciting to watch. So yeah, it was 1-1, and it's at the 76th minute, Mohamed Salah scored his goal, assisted by Curtis Jones to make it a 2-1. So I think Liverpool kind of thought, okay, they've won this game. But City said, hey, no, you know, we have to score. So City came up again, started pushing, and a beautiful goal by Kevin De Bruyne to make it a 2-2 in this situation. But you should see the Salah goal. You got to look Salah goal. The way it turned the defender inside out and slot the ball in, you know, into the goal. He is an outstanding player. I just saw that he plays for Liverpool, you know, and he's a good player. He's a genius, you know. He just, even on his interview, they were asking him about his goal, and he wasn't even sure how good the goal was, you know. So I guess he said he has to go watch it, you know. So yeah, you know, that shows that he's a natural talent, you know, that he did something that he didn't even know how well he did it. So yeah, but again, it's outstanding to watch. And this game was a 2-2 draw, and this also kept them in a second position in the table, and Manchester City at the third position. Both of them at the same point. Liverpool is 1 point ahead of City, and Chelsea is 1 point ahead of Liverpool. So Chelsea's top of the group going to international break in this situation. So yeah, that's about it on that aspect. Let's quickly touch into Real Madrid's game, just for my Madrid fans in this situation. Real Madrid lost the game. You know, we all know Madrid is a comeback king in this particular season. They always come back. You know, in this situation, they were playing Espanyol at this particular game. Espanyol was playing home, so they were quite impressive. You know, Espanyol and Madrid. I don't know what's going on with them. They always start on the back foot. I don't know what's going on. They've not been exciting in the first few minutes of the game. So Espanyol was able to capitalize on this situation and had his first goal at the 17th minute by Raúl de Thomas. Scored this goal, and it was assisted by Adrian Ambaba, who assisted him in the situation. This game was the first half was 1-0 in favor of Espanyol, and second half started. Espanyol also started again with the front foot and scored their second goal at the 60th minute by Alexis Vidal, assisted by Kiedi Barry in this situation. And although Madrid had a couple of chances that they missed and off target, and we all know Karim Benzema is a player. He just know where the goals are. You know, I don't know how, but he just know where the goals are. You know, he got the ball and assisted by Luka Jovic at the 71 minutes, and he hit the ball into the net. You know, he had multiple chances, some other chances, and the Espanyol. I would say I give it up to the Espanyol defenders to making sure they secure these 3 points against Real Madrid. They could have come back in this situation and they lost this game. And I've always known someday some club will capitalize on the fact that Real Madrid starts at the back foot and always trying to come back to try to salvage a win or a draw in the game. But Espanyol make sure they capitalize on the situation and make sure they won this victory. So yeah, that's about it on the games that was done today. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Maybe in the international break, I might be able to do something. Maybe not. We'll see what happens. Have a good one. Have a blessed one. Peace.